Greetings,
Shanika, what's
everyone.
up? What up? What up?
Good morning, winner.
Look at that.
We
Look
saw
at
you
that.
top of the leaderboard. You were determined.
She said, "Look, I'm gonna
Ah,
wait
it was
until
fun.
10:55 and see where they at. I'm gonna do as many as I need to do." Yeah, that's
You
pretty
got to
cool.
have a system in place.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I discovered the system.
That's it. Hey, man, winning is all about the system. Winning is all about the system. You know. How was your weekend?
It was great. It was great. Continuously growing. So that's what the whole objective is. And that's what happens here
That's it. No, I mean persistence every day. It's like
every
going to the
day.
gym. You know, you go to the gym the first day, you look in the mirror, you're like, man, didn't that change? But after a month, you're like, wait a minute, wait, I think I got some muscles. You know, after a year, you don't even look like the same person. So
hmm
I get it.
That's what testing the waters is all about. You got to put your feet in there.
That's it. Yeah, yeah. What they say, you can't make omelets if you don't break a few eggs.
Like I
Period.
say, I'm the biggest fan of SpeakerHub. So
That's incredible. That is incredible. So, any other outcomes over the weekend or no?
Um, one of the things I have to really improve on is my administrative side of Speaker Hub, in terms of the response, because I noticed that I didn't hit a lot of the replies because I didn't have, but I've created a system there, so I'm gonna go in and work on that. Because one of the things I'm finding is that the follow-ups are producing some new podcast episodes just by doing the follow-ups. So I'm working out getting all the kinks out of, like, making the system operational. So that's basically, what's happening. I'm getting a lot of hits for podcasts, and I'm moving the keywords that I was using. I think I've exhausted most of them now. So now I've entered some new type of keywords based on what I do, and that's generating some whole other leads, which I didn't even think about. So it's like,
Oh, that's
playing around with it to get, what's working.
yeah, exactly. So we call that finding your formula, right?
Yes.
And finding your formula is finding out like what topics work for you,
hmm
how many pictures you need to send to get those topics. One of the cool things you can do is you can find your competitors. So if you made a list of 10 people who talk about the same topic as you, and what I would do
Okay.
is I would find five who are at maybe one step above you or at your level, like
Yes.
when you think about it, and then five who are like untouchable. Like
Okay.
when you're like, man, that person is way up there, right? And then find the podcast that they've gone on and reach out to those because you know they already have your audience,
Okay.
right? So I'll show you how to do that when you get a moment. You can share the screen and I'll show you exactly how to find the podcast that your competitors have been on. Because that's one of the easiest things because you know they already talk about your topic. So here, I'll bring it up here and I'll show you while I'm in here.
Now, do I look at the expert section? I just type in
Well,
topics.
I'm going to tell you where to go. Can you see my screen here?
Yes.
All right. So when you go to podcast, there are two different tabs here. You see podcast and you see episodes. See those? So when I type in my name, Ron Story Jr., well, it's not going to show anything because I don't have a podcast. Does that make sense? But I have been on episodes. So when I click on episodes, it's going to show you all the podcasts that I've been on. So give it a second here. Now you can see these are the ones that I've been on. So when you look at episodes, that's where you can find the ones that your competitors have been on. So let's say, for instance, a good friend of mine, Brian Olds, right? when I click on podcast, Brian doesn't have his own podcast, right? But when I click on episodes, look, how to create a network, how to build your speaking career. You notice all of the ones that he was on that are relevant to me now are on here. And all I have to do, let's say I wanted to go on this booking corporate speaking gigs. I can click on it. I can listen to it just like I normally wanted to. And then I can add it to a list. And when I click pitch, it's going to reference that episode with Brian in the pitch. Okay, so it looks like that podcast isn't available anymore, but let's try this one. Let's pitch Ashley Kirkwood, right? And there it is. Hey, I'm Brian Brady. Right. So with this one, it's interesting because the name of the podcast, I think we got it wrong. I want to see because that one started talking about Black Speakers Network, but Ashley didn't start Black Speakers Network. So let's see if we got another problem with the AI thing. Okay. Yep. So this one was a little bit better, right? But yeah. So you see how it incorporates that episode into the topic. That way you can kind of finish the conversation with them about that, which is pretty cool. Looks funny saying my name is Ryan Brady. And I'm be like, that ain't me. Whose account am I in? Right. But does that make sense, Janika? Cool. And Corey, good to see you, man.
Likewise,
How have you been? How was your weekend?
it was good. I was reflecting on the two speaker invites that I sent last week, and I'm like, I can do better than two.
Did you
Or
you see we got the weekly champion in here. You know, we got the weekly champ. Janika won last week. She was the champ. She got all of her credits back, which was cool, you know.
Yeah. What do you mean by credits back? Or she used them all?
No. So let me explain it. Here's the cool thing. Let me explain it to you. Here's what happens. Get booked on podcast. 1 second. Paid speaking and press. Right. Let me fix this stuff back to my stuff instead of Ryan's. I'm going to show you. One moment. Here we go. Boom. Save. So basically, what happens is every week there's a competition, every single week. And whoever sends the most pitches, regardless of whether they got booked or not, because we reward activity,
Yeah.
right? So when you go here, you see we have a leaderboard, and it starts over every Monday at midnight. And Israel is here. Tanya is last week's. She was the last winner last month. Israel is the one who's in first place right now, right? But Janika, when she sends the pitch, it'll show she was the winner last week. So here are the rules. Basically, if you are the top person with the trophy at midnight on Monday, every week, we give you all of the credits that you used back. So let's say you sent 191 pitches, we recredit those back to you as if you
Wow.
never used them. Right? We don't give out participation trophies, so there's no second place. We want the person that the winner wins. It's winner take all, but it's just a reward on hard work. And
Yeah.
I think you had like 1,400 pitches, so you could have definitely won. It wasn't like you didn't have enough. You had enough to win. So
Yeah.
that was the
I'm gonna
idea.
play the victim card. I'm gonna say it real quick just so we can get rid of those victim mentalities. But the victim card is, if only I had known, what was
Oh,
me?
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I always tell people if you're pitching just to get the credits, that's already messed up. You should be pitching to get the gigs.
Yeah.
Winning
But
the
this is a
contest
huge
is cool, but that's a small little carrot.
yeah, yeah. An additional motivator.
Yep. Bart, what's up with you, man? How have you been?
I've been good, man. I'm gonna go get 200 pictures here in this hour. I'll see you later.
Oh yeah, man. You got to get your pictures, man. That's what Janika did. Janika's the champ. The champ is here. So I got some cool announcements that we can confirm that in the Black Friday we will be having trainings for the next 12 months. For everyone who does the Black Friday, they will get weekly training live on their topic from the Michael Jordan of speaking. Mr. Les Brown has been contracted and the ink is dry on the papers. So he will be doing all of our speaker training. One of the promises I always make to you all here is we don't teach things we don't know, right? So I'm not good at writing the message and making it impactful. So I went and I probably have spoken with how many people in the ambassadors? 15 inch, 15
Yes.
ambassadors.
Mhm.
So
All right.
we've probably interviewed about 20 different speakers who do coaching about how to write messages. And one that we were wanting and we finally got was Les. So he will be doing weekly trainings for us for everyone who is in the who has a lifetime deal or they're a part of Speaker Launch, which is our training program, and that's included in the Black Friday deal. So this is an exciting time. If you're in the emerging Speaker Launch, you will, which is the beginning one, you will receive training with him for 3 months. If you're in the middle one, which is experienced, you will receive training for 6 months. And if you're in the expert level, you will receive training for 1 year, right? So it's unbelievable because we had him on for 2 hours, maybe what was that, 3 weeks, maybe a month ago, October 17th, and I'd never seen so many guys cry during the talk. Like he didn't even have no slides, but people were just emotionally moved by the conversation. I wasn't one of them. I wasn't crying, but there was a bunch of other dudes on there crying because I mean he helped them to kind of think through why they're doing what they're doing. So Corey, it's going to be life changing. Bart, I promise you. Um, every time I talk to him, it's you know because he's 80, he speaks with a sense of urgency that we sometimes don't have,
Yeah.
and he's a firm believer that there's no success without successors. So he's in the mode of his life where he's just trying to give all of the knowledge
Yeah.
that he has, so that he want, for lack of better words, he wants to die empty. Meaning, I gave it all away. I didn't take any of the secrets with me. I'm going to give them to the people that I think can use them. And he's a big believer in our product. Here. Let's we can do the announcement now. I've been holding this, so I'll bring it out and share this right now. So I'll share it with you guys because this is his message. Um, let's see, and then we'll get into whatever questions you all may have for today. All right.
We can't hear it.
Okay. 1 second. All right. So let's share the sound here. All right. Let's go back. All right.
You have something. You have something special. You have greatness in you. Hello, I'm Les Brown. I am excited about the partnership that we now have with Ron Story Jr. and the Speaker Launch. And and I want to express here that this goes beyond just speakers. This is for coaches, this is for business leaders, for influencers, is for entrepreneurs. And why? This is a new day. We're going through a major shift right now. And with all the divisiveness and the anger and the hatred and people being on edge, this election and after the election, things will never be the same again. And so people need technology that will allow them to become their own boss. This is what the technology that you have will do. Over 350 million jobs are going to be replaced. Homelessness has increased. The suicide rate has increased. Violence, every time the unemployment goes up 1%, 10,000 women are beaten. People need to know, what can I do? How will I survive? And the technology that you have is the answer, because you can't make it by yourself. People have to have mental resilience, and we're going to provide that. And they need to elevate their skill set and how to leverage technology in this era of accelerated change, overwhelming complexity, and tremendous competition. And you got that. Come on now. This is a different day. You have the answer to people. People talk about the secret. No, there's no secret to success. There is a system to success, and you provide a system that will allow people to transform from being employees to being their own boss. I'm excited about the people that we're going to be able to transform their lives. You have something special. You got greatness in you. Let's go do it. When we fight, we win. Oh, behave. Bye for now. Yes, yes, yes.
So, I mean, his Austin Powers is funny. That's what that's from. That old behave is the old Austin Powers thing. But I think it's an incredible time. 2025. I was doing some research this weekend, and 2025 is actually probably the best year to become a thought leader in the history of time. With the emergence of AI, Zoom, all the information that we can put together. We need more, all the different social media platforms with content, the ability to publish your own books, publish your own courses. I mean, it's the best time in history to have a message to help people. If you've ever wanted to lead, you got to imagine when Les had 80,000 people in the Georgia Dome, there was no internet. Okay? There was no internet, but he got 80,000 people to show up. Now, we may not be able to get 80,000 people in a stadium to listen to us, but if our message could change the lives of one person, it's probably worth sharing. And so I'm a firm believer that the work that Les has done and the work that we will do, all of us that are on this call going forward, is needed. It's a man, there's a lot of sad stuff happening, and you hear all these things. So, Corey, they need you. Janika, they need to understand how to the value of what you provide. And Bart, definitely, we don't even need to say how much we need situational awareness and leadership and to be able to protect our kids in school. So, if not, everybody gonna need to go talk to Dr. Sharon. They're gonna be sitting on their couch needing therapy. if they go. And Daryl, how are you doing? I never met you before. How are you doing today? Welcome to our Speaker Hub co-working that we do on a daily basis. We'd love for you to introduce yourself so we know more about what you do.
Hi, good afternoon. I am Dr. Darrell, and I create resources for teachers. So I speak to teachers about teacher wellness and burnout and being able to show up and thrive in and outside of the classroom.
That's incredible. How long have you been a speaker?
I have been speaking since 2017.
Okay. No, that's exciting. That's a lot. You know, are you
Yeah.
still working in school districts now, or you speak full
I
time?
am still working in school districts, so I am planning to resign at the end of this school year, and possibly come back in as a consultant or part time because I don't want to lose that connection. Because I think in order to speak about it, you have to still work in it.
Yep.
So either that or maybe be an adjunct teacher. I'm a special educator, an adjunct professor teaching, like intro to special ed or something like that, so I can always stay connected. But I'm like 1 foot into being able to speak full time.
Okay. So how many gigs? Let's see if we can help you. How many gigs are you doing regularly now? Like in the next 30 days, how many gigs do you have?
In the next 30 days, I have two. And I always say that with my quotations because I'm at the point where I'm having to turn down speaking engagements because I'm using up my vacation time to go. So I'm at a crossroads where I'm going to have to make a decision to either do this or, and this is what I want to do. Just give me a mic and I'm good.
Okay. How long have you been an educator?
For over 20 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Now
Yep.
that's a big deal. Like we see a lot of educators that want to do it part time, like you're doing,
Yeah.
and they're wanting to make the transition as they get older and get more tenure or invest in their pension. And my mom and dad were both educators, so I understand
Oh,
that world very
nice.
well.
Yeah, I
So
was able to
no,
get rid of that mindset of needing to reach 30 years and retire. I'll let that be my vacation money. I can
there you
quit
go.
at any time.
There you go. How sweet
Yeah.
is that? You know, no, that's a big deal. So yeah, so this is what we do every day. Um, I'm curious, how did you find out about Speaker Hub in
I
the spring?
used to be a member of SpeakerHub, and I didn't really know how to utilize it. It's been probably like, I don't know, 3 years. Sean Fair is the one who told me about it. I did his tour,
Mhm.
and I joined from that, and I wasn't ready for it yet. And now I feel like, okay, I can utilize this platform and really use it to my advantage. So
Yeah.
I'm going to join again. But look, I'm waiting for that Black Friday sale.
There you go. Yeah, it's coming.
Yeah.
You know, we got a few Black Friday people on the call now that bought the early Black Friday. So, did Sean send you back our way recently or no?
No, mm-mm. I,
Okay,
I need
all right.
I need to shoot Sean a text. I haven't talked to him in a while, but I'm still connected.
Okay. Yeah, no. I mean, Sean is a great friend of Speaker Hub. We even put his big head at the bottom of the.
I
We
saw that.
highlight him right there,
He's a
right?
fabulous person. He's fabulous.
Yeah, I mean, he lives what we preach, right?
Yeah.
And
Yep.
he's always doing outreach. He's turning one gig into another. He's always
Mhm.
covering himself in the media and writing books and different things like that. So he practices what we preach.
Yeah.
And so I love to highlight our clients that are doing it. They're as we like to say, they walk it like they talk it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. He's great.
So to kind of bring you up to date on a lot of the changes that have happened with Speaker Hub, and we live and die by this thing called the Speaker Flywheel. So I'm Ron. I bought Speaker Hub from a company out of Belgium on June 1st of this year. So
Oh,
I,
nice.
I'm not only the head of product, but I'm actually the person that put all the money up to make this thing work. So I got a vested interest in seeing people be successful.
Yeah.
Um, so, but we base everything that we do around the speaker flywheel, and we talk about this every single day because I don't think people need to be taught as much as they need to be reminded, right?
Yeah.
That momentum is built by having inbound leads where people can find you, but also doing outbound, doing outreach, right? And Janika is a great example of this, where she started with us about a month ago, doing outbound, sending emails to get on podcasts. And last week, one of those podcasts turned into a conference, right? And so it's just getting in and being consistent, sending, using podcast um, to get associations, using association gigs to get clients, turning those into conferences and using the conferences to establish your thought leadership. So this is what we teach. In the past, SpeakerHub was only a speaker profile. All you could do is put up a profile like on LinkedIn. Since then, we've added 4 million opportunities, 3.5 million podcasts, about 45,000 conferences, 200,000 associations that do monthly meetings for trainings that you can go and speak at, and another 170,000 media outlets, right? All of that data has been added to SpeakerHub. We also added a CRM and integrated ChatGPT, all within the last 4 months. All of these things have happened, right? So what we've learned is if you do the work, the results come. So you know what? I'll let Jadika talk about it. Jadika, you might, I don't know if she's busy, she may have 2 minutes to kind of explain her experience, and then I'll walk you through what we do here. So Jadika, do you mind explaining to Dr. Darrell what your experience has been with SpeakerHub over the last month or so? Oh, she may be writing in the chat. She may be busy. Let's see. Right. Okay. Well, so I'll walk you through it. Or Dr. Sharon, you want to talk about your experience with this over the last month? Well, I think you're muted. We can't hear you.
Okay. Well, I was a part of SpeakerHub before, and then I transitioned here through an email that I received from Ron. And it's been it's still a ride, you know, nothing comes easy. I'm from Jamaica, and my mom, in her Jamaican dialect, would say, if you want good, your nose have to run. And basically, if you want to do well, you have to put out get some tissue and all the things. And I used to just laugh at that as a joke, but it has become a reality for me. You know, I spent many years in the public school system as a school counselor. I've been a professor in 2 universities for 19 years. So I'm getting to teach the profession as well. I've been a speaker, but it has just become, I'm going to call it interesting as far as trying to get somewhere to speak, because now everybody is a speaker, right? And so SpeakerHub Pro has helped me to put out some pitches, get some responses from podcasts and different things, even become a member of the PR pitching situation over there on Facebook. And I'm not a young chicken, right? I've been around for a while. So for me, I think it takes a lot more energy, a lot more mental. I do a talk called mental software renewal. I've had to renew my software a lot in order to get it going. But this is a place that helps me not to give up and not to let go and not to fall prey to those that are probably younger than me, thinking they're better than me, but realizing that I have a lot to offer because of my maturity. And so it has really helped me, these daily things that we do here. Ron has been amazing, an amazing young man as far as educating us in this area of wanting to speak, and not just speak about anything, you know, because I'm tired of hearing anything, but speaking about something worthwhile speaking about. So that's basically what I'm receiving, and I'll sit at his feet and keep learning daily as I go.
Well,
No,
thank you. Thank you for sharing. I was already sold before I signed in. It was just a matter of me just, first of all, I have two profiles. I kind of need to go and clean up some stuff, but and deciding which one I'm going to, rejoin with and all of that good stuff. Reaching out to Sean to see if he has a link so he can get credit, all that good old stuff. So yeah.
100%. So no, Dr. Sharon, I appreciate your being candid and honest about your experience with us, but also what you're dealing with, because I think that means a lot, and it helps us to understand where we can get better. I want to show you the new system because this didn't exist beforehand, right? So this is what we call SpeakerHub Pro, right? Looks totally different, Dr. Darrell, than what you may have seen in the past, which was just a profile. And over here, we're going to use you as the example. So I'm going to put your information in here. Let me highlight you, right? Spotlight right there. And let's see. Right. And I want you to help me out a bit. So I'm going to put Dr. Darrell S. Wharton. And do you have a company name?
I do. Daryl Inspires.
Right. And where are you located?
I'm in Baltimore, Maryland.
Okay. Oh, Brian Olds. Do you know Brian Olds out of
I do
Baltimore?
know Brian. Yes.
Yeah. Brian is one of the reasons we're around. He was the first person to allow us to talk about our technology to any group. Um,
Nice.
so I got a lot of respect for what Brian does. And you help teachers to do what? If you had to sum it up in one sentence. Help
I help
employees.
teachers or educators to thrive in and outside of the classroom and unlock their limitless potential.
Right? And are you on LinkedIn?
I am. Yeah. Oh, I just
And
changed my name. So listen.
there
Okay,
you
there
go.
you go.
I got you with your recess for teachers. I got you.
Yeah.
And let's see, contact drdarrell.com. Boom. Look at her popping up with got her Prince purple on and everything.
That's all my husband. He does all my stuff for me. If it wasn't for him, I don't know what I would have online.
No, that's incredible. So
Yeah.
basically, what I basically do, I just entered your information as if you were me, right? And we're gonna use AI to go out and look at your LinkedIn, look at your website, look at what you do, and it's gonna write a bio for you here. Okay. Once
Okay.
that bio is written, we're gonna automatically start matching you with podcasts and speaking gigs that you can go speak at.
Oh
So you
yeah,
see
that
that
was
there?
not there before.
Yeah,
That
you
was
see,
not there before.
you see how quick that bio came up,
Yeah.
right? So now when I click on
Nice.
podcast, automatically it's giving me education podcast that you could be a guest on.
Love it.
So I can
Now,
click
would I be
on,
able to list my podcast as well?
let's see.
I'm getting ready to launch in January.
Oh, it's not out yet.
It's not out yet. I'm sorry.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, it'll be listed. When you put it out, we will get it.
Okay.
Yep. So, but let's go back here and let's pick one of these different leadership podcasts, right? And let's say you wanted to go on this one with Jan. And you see how we can listen to it if we want it. And all I have to do is click add to list. Once I click add to list, I'm going to click pitch. And we're going to verify we have the right information to reach out to Jan Rutherford and Jim. And in about 5 seconds, it's going to write a complete pitch pitching you to be a guest on that podcast. right?
Oh yeah, you done turned this around like a zillion%.
There
This
it
is
is, right?
nice.
See, I'm Dr. Darrell, a passionate advocate for education and leadership development. Your podcast, the Leadership Podcast, stands out as a beacon for influential conversations, and I'm eager to contribute my insights. I specialize in empowering educators to unlock their potential outside the classroom, aligning seamlessly with your focus on leadership and personal growth. Joining you would be an invaluable opportunity to discuss. But now, you may not like that. You may say, you know what, that's cool, but I wouldn't say that. So you can change it to professional and make it short, and it'll rewrite it in the attitude that you feel best with, right?
This
So
is nice. Very nice.
there it is. This is a bit more straight to the point,
Yeah.
right? And all you have to do is click add a topic and click send, right? And you click send, or you can schedule it for tomorrow.
Yeah.
This is what we do. So we click over here to education. You can see different things are going to come up about development, but I can override that and just type in education conferences. And it's going to bring up different education conferences that we have or associations, right? Come here and all of these conferences are here. I can click on it, see when it's coming up in March, decide if I want to reach out to it, add it to a list, just like I did with everything else, and then we'll write the conference pick for me.
Oh yeah, this is a game changer.
Yeah, that's what we want it to be. We want it to be the thing that sets you apart from everyone else, right? Because if you can get introduced to more people, the chance of you getting booked goes up, right? Are you looking for speakers for your upcoming or future events? I'm Dr. Darrell. There it is. It writes
My
the pitch
husband, I
for
was
you.
just trying to, I'm in the process of pitching. I try to pitch at least twice every day. And I said I need to revamp my letter. And we were sitting here trying to write this letter last night, and it's like you just popped it up. And I use ChatGPT, but you got to make it your own. And but this is nice to be able to do it right in the platform.
Yep, exactly. And you mentioned that you do pitching on your own. Where do you get your data from on your own?
I use LinkedIn a lot, and things are also sent to me through I'm in several speaking whatever that to keep up
Uh-huh.
with my skills, and to just reach out to local school districts. So
Yep.
I made my own like list of all the principals, and I'm in Maryland, all the the different schools and what have you. So I've been kind of
So
manually doing it.
so here's what you can do. If you got a spreadsheet, you click here on leads, you click upload. You come over here, you pick what type of thing it is, whether it's association, media outlet, school, doesn't matter, right? And you upload that list of speaking gigs. So I can upload this list here. You see, it's going to ask, what is it? Oh, it's an association. Cool. We'll put the business name and then the conference name. I'm gonna put that in there, right? And then there's their email, so I need to put that in there. The phone number, right? And then I can put their website if I want also, right? So once I put that in, I click upload. I just uploaded those. There they are right there.
Nice.
Right? So that's my own, that's not in the system. I added those. And when I click on it, you can see it doesn't even have a description. But the AI is still going to go out and get a description for that event and write the perfect pitch for it.
Mm.
So give it
Yeah, that's
5
very
seconds.
nice.
There it is.
That is really nice. Thank you for showing me that.
That's it. So this is what we do. And you can track all of your pitches here. You can see the ones that are new, waiting, sent, replied, those that you got booked. You can follow up. So you can see I sent this one, I click here, and it says, do I want to follow up or did I get booked? Put in my notes, Brent was a nice guy. Need to follow up with him. And it's a full system. So you don't have to manage 5 different pieces of software, right?
You
And
ain't
this
never
is what we
lied.
do.
I got Trello. I got, I'm moving the contact over to, I sent the proposal, then I move it. This would eliminate all of that for me because I'm very organized, but I do have several things. And I actually have Sean's CRM, which I love. But so, I have like several things. So yeah, this will eliminate at least Trello. That's like gone now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then the other thing is we can show you how whenever you pitch here, it can automatically add it over into the system that Sean uses, so
Okay.
that you can follow up however you want using your own systems or put them on your newsletter, things of
Mhm.
that sort, right?
Okay.
So no, this is what we're doing. I wanted to everyone that's on the call have been through this conversation, right? This is my normal introduction to new people to the call. I see we got Tanya has joined us. What's up? I'm glad to see you. Any new updates since your speaking gig last week?
No, I actually met with this it's 2 for 1. So one was on the podcast and I met the one this morning for the speaking piece. So I already filled out the form. So I think it's gonna be in March, Women's Month. But one thing I will say is that when you got different brands, um, like you said before, sometimes we are hell bent on what we want to say, but they were interested in the women the coaching brand that I have. So it's like I didn't even know they even dug that up, right? Because I hadn't done a whole lot with it, but they want to hear more about that. So you just got to be open, to what it is they want to hear and talk about. But I was waiting on you this weekend. I ain't seen nothing in my email about this Black
Yep.
Friday.
Yep. I'll tell you why. I explained to them why you didn't hear about it. Because we just closed the deal with Les, so Les will be doing the trainings, and I want to include that in the marketing for the Black Friday, but I couldn't do it until we had him finalized.
Right, right.
So Juliana is on here. We've been meeting all day about this to get it all up and running, so that we can send that link out to you. I promise you, Tanya,
Oh,
you're in. You are in, whether you want to
yeah.
be in or not. Okay, we got you. Um,
So can this platform? You just said something to Dr. I forgot her name.
Dr. Darrell.
Dr. Wharton. Yeah. So it can integrate into your CRM. Like I have Active Campaign. Can it do that or not?
Yep.
Okay.
So let me show you. So here's the cool thing, right? So active campaign BCC, right? Can I be? So let's see. So so basically, active campaign and most CRMs allow you to do what they call a BCC,
Mm-hmm.
right? Meaning that whenever you um, send an email, if you put a certain email address in the BCC, it'll automatically send it to them and they'll put the person's information into your contact. So we've added that to the account here in settings down here at the bottom. All you do is put in the active campaign email or whichever email, and it'll automatically send it over to your CRM to add it to your newsletter or whatever else you wanted to add it to.
Okay. So when that's okay, cool. That's
Yep.
good.
Yep. That's how that works. Yep. Any other questions, guys? We got some
We
superstars
have
here
a
today. We got Maria who can help you all with website design. We got Juliana who writes all of our copy and helps us with our marketing outreach. They play a really important role in the user experience and um, the messaging and how the prompts get written for the AI and things of that sort. So it's very rarely that we have 4 people from our team on the call, but Maria
So
will
will we
take
have
care of all of that.
access to them, Roy, or what you said we got access to them?
Yeah, they're here today. They're in there now.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
I wasn't ready. Look, I wasn't ready.
Never
Yeah,
know.
they
We're
ready,
here.
man.
We're here.
No, because copy is so important, and the funnels and all that kind of stuff. So you guys, we can reach out to you guys, or just you just be on the call and ask questions.
Both. You can do both. So, Juliana, do you want to tell them your background of how long you've been working with speakers and their websites and funnels? We stole Juliana from one of our competitors. So, but I'll let her tell the story.
Yeah, so I've been working on, let's say, the speaker landscape for quite a few years. First, I worked with Jeff Butler, who is a professional speaker. And yeah, we worked alongside the copy websites. We worked on an agency setting. So what we did was creating the websites and the copy and the signature, even the signature topics layout for them to be able to sell to event planners their whole products, speeches, and everything. So I have experience in laying out the copy and the foundation and more the strategic part of how to market yourself as the speaker. And now I'm with SpeakerHub, and yeah, always open to help speakers.
So let me ask, I need to talk to you offline. I don't want to take up. So I have a speaker website. I needed to be refreshed so I can show my video reel and all of that, but I need to have it laid out. So do you help? You don't manage the website, you just help lay it out. Is that what I'm hearing?
So what we're going to be doing is they're available to give you advice about what needs to be updated. They can't go and build a website for you because they have to build our stuff, but they can tell you, hey, this is what I would move over here, or I would redesign it to be this way. Maria is really good with copy. I mean, Juliana is really good with copy. Maria is the best. She's world class when it comes to design. If you've ever used card.co, it's a really popular landing page site that's used by millions of people, and Maria was the head designer there before she came over to us. So you have the best people in front of you that can give you
So
the
you
right
just said
advice.
something. They can't do it because they work for you. So they just can advise. Is that they in an
Yep.
advisory
Well,
capacity? Okay.
yep, because here's the thing. Most of the things that you pay a web designer to do is really for their experience and their advice. Once you know exactly what to do and what to say, someone else can go and implement it at a lower cost,
Okay.
right? So we're giving you their $1 million
Brain.
minds in order so that someone it's kind of like if you brought a designer to your house,
Right. They
right?
give you
They can
the
give you
board.
how it should look, but if they had to come all the way out, then they like, well, I got to charge you for flying out there and doing
Yeah,
all
yeah, I
that.
get it. I
So
need
that's what they'll
somebody.
do.
This is time. I need somebody to help me. I got an idea, but I have a web person that's all they do is web. They may not have the idea about a speaker, how that should be laid out. So I would love to get connected.
Yeah.
Who would I need to
If
get?
you can put your link in the chat, if you want a website review, feel free to put your link in the chat. And over the next week or so, someone from our team will go through and give you feedback on
Who do I send
your
this
site.
to?
Just put it in the chat here.
Oh, nobody in particular.
Yep, Angel get it all organized the way it should be. Yep. But no, guys, this is it's good. Good to introduce you all to the other people on the team who make this bus go. Because a lot of people think it's just me and Ange, but nah, I ain't stupid enough to try to take credit for this the stuff that I'm not good at. You know. Any other questions, comments,
And
concerns?
Dr. Darrell asks for the Black Friday link.
Oh, yep, I'm gonna get it to you. I promise you.
Well, I'm sorry. I typed that before you said, yeah, I know you just inked the deal
Yep,
with
yeah,
Les
we got it.
Brown.
So Les is gonna be coaching up to 12 months, depending on which Black Friday deal you choose. You will get live coaching from Les on your topic. That's what we're looking at. We wanted someone that could teach you how to be more impactful with your topic. I didn't think I was the person to do that because I'm really good at getting people booked. So we went and got who I believe is top 5 speakers of all time.
He's
to
here in
talk
Atlanta,
about.
right?
Yep, he's based out of Atlanta right now. For him to come in and to do topic reviews and give instructions on how to be more impactful is is what we need going forward. You know, so any other questions, Corey, Daryl, Tanya,
No, I'm good.
I'm
Dr.
good.
Sherry?
I just need to put the rubber to the road, just taking action and being consistent.
There it is. There it is. Yeah, that's part of it. I mean, and that's what these sessions are about. Just so you know, Dr. Darrell, we do this every day. So every day at noon Eastern, you can hop in, get any questions asked, send your pictures if you need co-working time. We treat it as co-working, where we have a little bit of instructions, a lot of questions get answered, and we also want to celebrate the gigs that you've booked. So if you've gotten booked or you get on a podcast, even if it wasn't through us, we just want to give you a high five. Why? Because people celebrate the negativity out in the world, so we should celebrate the positive work that our friends and family and even strangers are doing. If it's positive, I want to know about it. I want to talk about it. So, yeah, so it's pretty cool. But yeah, we look forward to having you all with our Black Friday and joining old Les and his messaging has just been great. So I'm pretty proud of our being able to make that partnership. So I don't know what else to talk. I've been rambling for 4 minutes because y'all ain't got no more questions. I'm trying.
So we're gonna get that. You're gonna send the Black Friday to our email.
Yep, I'm gonna email it to you directly. If you
Okay.
wanted to go to a specific email, put it in the
No.
chat so we make sure we get it to you. If not, I'll send it to the one that you have signed up with SpeakerHub with.
Okay.
And yeah,
Cool.
you should get that this evening, so you'll be able to get it before everyone else on Friday, and it'll be at a discount compared to the Friday price because you're early. So
Okay. Cool.
anything else? Any other?
I'm good.
Maria, is you want to talk about the frameworks?
Hey guys, how are you? I'm happy to meet you. Yeah, I can show the frameworks. So
No. Can you show them speaker QR because nobody has seen it yet? Can you
okay,
demo
yeah.
from Figma? It doesn't have to be the live one. I don't know if you have it live, but I'm going to show you something. We want to be able to turn 1 gig into 5.
Oh.
Right.
Hmm.
Right. So after you give a gig now, Tanya, what do you do? How do you get referrals in that gig?
Well, I definitely have that QR code so they can I'll give them something. And then I invite them to a discovery call to follow. I call it the aftercare. I'm sure you've heard of that, the aftercare.
There you go.
And then, based on, I have some things that I could do assessments. I could do some, training, whatever. Yeah.
Yep. And are you using Talkadot or
Yeah.
Speaker Score, different things like that?
Talkadot is what I've been using. I like that a lot.
Yep. Arel is a great client of ours, really smart guy. Respect what he's doing over at Talkadot. I think he's doing some really good work. A lot of people love it. So
yeah, I like that Talkadot.
Yep. So Maria, you want to show speaker QR for those who don't have Talkadot or aren't familiar with it?
Sure, sounds great. And let me share the demo. Okay, perfect. So this is Figma. This is the software that we use to create the first ideas and share it with the rest of the team. So this is a work in progress, but it should be ready and live next week, I think. We're just testing these previews and the final details to make it live and available for everyone. So yeah, we're really happy about this functionality. This is the speaker QR, and it's really great because you will be able to get more leads and feedback about your presentation during the presentation. So this is something that we have been working on the last month or so, and we are really, really happy about this. So the idea behind it is that with your information within SpeakerHub, you will share your speaker QR image, and your audience will be able to just add their information, leave you a rating, a comment, and they will be part of your SpeakerHub network. Can you hear me okay? Because
Yep,
I'm hearing,
we can hear you fine.
okay, perfect, perfect. So this is the screen that the audience member will see. So they will see your photo and they will be able to add that information about you and your presentation. And after that, you will be able to add a personalized speaker video, giving thanks for that review. Or we have the option that if you have a free resource or an ebook, you will be able to share it as well. So that way you can give something back to your audience member. And this is the site that they will see after they just scan that speaker QR image.
Okay,
Then
hold on one
this
second.
is
Let me go to it 1 second, okay?
okay. So this is something that this is the part that you will see within a SpeakerHub Pro. This is part of how do you create a speaker QR and be able to connect with that potential leads within the platform. So here, if you create your speaker QR, you will be able to add your photo, add your thank you page, modify it and customize it as you wish. You can add your video, your personalized video, or you can leave the default SpeakerHub video if you don't have a video right now. And also here, the connection kit is you will be able to add your resource link, and this is the free guide, chapter, or workbook that you can add and be able to share with your audience. So right away, you will be able to save your speaker QR, download the image, and share it with your audience member. This is Ezekiel. This is the head of development. So as you can see, we are something that we are working on right now. So for example, you can create multiple speaker QRs, be able to manage it here. You can turn it off and on if you want to keep it live. And you will be able to see how many submissions people enter and leave their information there. So you will be able to manage all of this within a speaker QR and a SpeakerHub Pro.
So one of the cool things about it, guys, is that you can share this and it works for podcasts. It's not just for speaking gigs. So you can use this in the show notes for the podcast in order to get feedback. All of your leads are automatically added to your lead section on SpeakerHub. So it automatically gets added over to the left in leads, just like the leads that you uploaded. And you can manage those so you can see where they came from. So you can also download them to put them in your own CRM, but we don't want you to add that extra step. We want you to be able to come in and get right to pitching them right away in order to reach out and follow up with those. The the testimonials are automatically added to the bottom of your bio. So when someone clicks on your profile, they'll be able to see your testimonials live based on your most recent talk and when you receive that. This is at no extra charge to what you currently pay for SpeakerHub. So we're including this as a free resource because we want to be able to turn 1 gig into 5, 10, 15, 20. But when we mention a gig, we're not just talking about being live on stage. We want you to be able to use this on your social media where you can share it inside of LinkedIn and have people say, hey, if you were at my talk, can you leave me a review? We want you to be able to share it on Twitter, Facebook, everywhere that you're going to be. That's one of the advantages is that we want to build it into your existing world. We don't want to try to build a separate world outside. We want it to work in your current and existing world so that you can get that feedback and start getting that flywheel moving. So really excited about what Maria has designed and what our team has built. The ability for you to leave custom video, thank you letters. Hey, thanks for downloading thanks for giving me feedback on my talk at Comic-Con. Here's the thing I promised you, or whatever. You can leave those custom videos for people right inside of your SpeakerHub Pro account at no cost, no additional charge. You get full access. We don't limit how many you can use. We're not limiting how many leads you can have. You can use it as much as you want. um, to be able to get feedback. So love to hear your all's thoughts, questions, concerns. Um, yeah, this is Speaker QR.
Ron, will you
Any?
go over the BCC and CC feature that allows
Yep,
people to put them in their CRM?
yep, yep. So whenever you have those leads that you received, right? So the leads that you receive from your QR, you'll have to download those and import those over, right? When if you want, if you don't want to pitch them from us, you can download them and move them over. If you want to pitch them first through us and then have them automatically added, you just add the BCC of the software that you're using. So Active Campaign, most CRMs will have BCC to add a lead in their systems automatically. Got it?
Thank you.
Yep. Yeah, that's it. We want you all in one place, not all over the place, right? That used to be our slogan on the front. We all in one place, not all over the place. Why? You got enough stuff to do already. Most speakers don't have an assistant. Most of you guys don't have a big team that can manage all of these different tools. And usually we're using 1/10 of the power of the tools that we're paying for anyway. So if I can take those essential parts and put them all here, it makes it so much easier. Like with Trello, right? Trello is just a board. Well, we can arrange your speaking gigs in the Trello automatically. That eliminates $10 a month for Trello. Well, you got to pay 20 bucks a month for ChatGPT. If we can just put that in here and make it work automatically, that eliminates having to log into and pay 20 bucks a month for ChatGPT. If we could eliminate whatever other resources you're using, you can still use them. But if we can eliminate someone having to log in and move this over here, we're going to do it, right? Because my job is to remove the excuse for you not being on stage, right? So it was like, well I need this. Cool. We'll eventually build it because we got to get you on more stages, right? Is this cool? Make sense? So our job is to be the amplifier for speakers. We want to eliminate all of the extra stuff that just clogs up and takes up your time. We know if you pitch, you will be on more stages. We got some other cool things that we didn't share, but such as topic suggestions. That's going to be a big deal where based on your thing, we'll be able to give you topics that we think you should talk about based on the company that you're pitching. So imagine going in to pitch a certain thing, you mark it as booked, and as soon as you mark it as booked, we start suggesting the topics that you should cover with it. That's nobody else is doing that, right? So that's the direction we're going in. I'm pretty excited about it. Oh, I got another announcement. TEDx. How many of y'all want to do TEDx? Black Friday includes TEDx training. We have a 3-hour TEDx training that will be done by a company that we partner with that has booked more than 100 TEDx speeches in the last 2 years. They booked 39 of them this year. 39 of their customers got on TEDx stages this year. They've done over 100 over the last 2 years, and they're going to be coming on to do a 3-hour TEDx training on how to get a TEDx talk. So that's included in Black Friday also. So whatever, if y'all got any other ideas, tell us. we we may not be Santa Claus. We try to be close. We may be able to get something else close to it. So any other questions? We're 5 minutes into overtime. Usually we stop at 1, but we go into overtime if people have more questions. If not, we just go and grab some lunch and we catch y'all tomorrow. But any other questions, suggestions, feel free to share them with us. Daryl, we look forward to having you on board. The cool thing about Black Friday is a lifetime account. So you can pay once, have access to our systems forever, which is a great thing, and we're looking forward to it. So TEDx, Speaker QR, the new frameworks that are coming out. It's going to be hard
Les
for people to
Brown.
compete with us. Les Brown, I forgot about that. How did I forget about Les? It's like having Michael Jordan teach a basketball camp. Like, we got the greatest ever. It's going to be helping you all with your messaging. Like, it's going to be a big deal. So, yeah, welcome to Speaker Hub. Glad you all are a part of the team. And if y'all have any other questions, I'm going to go get me some lunch. All right. Talk to
Thanks,
y'all later.
everyone. See y'all tomorrow.